All right, what's up, guys? Are you ready for an unbelievable Storytime slot story? I got my coffee, I got my camera rolling, the microphone. I'm going to tell you guys a story that's just unbelievable that happened to me. You want to stick around to the end because what happened at the end was just shocking. Okay? The date is February 14th, 2023. The place, Yamava Resort and Casino. I frequent that casino from time to time. And it was just a regular day. I'm playing the slots. I took about $1,500 with me. And I'm not a big player, right? I'm just your average slot player, $1, $5. The most I will spin is $25, and that's the most. Maybe a $50 spin from here and there, but nothing too crazy. My average is about $5, $2.50, $10. Nothing too crazy. I'm your average slot player. I play dollar spins, whatever. So I go there that day. I'll remember this day very, very clearly. I'll never forget it. It was a day where they were giving away Happy and Prosperous swag box. You get your shirt, your hat, and your backpack. Happy and Prosperous Dragon Link swag box. Why I won't forget that? Because I got one. Some cool gift that Yamava gave us. Anyway, I go into the casino. I take $1,500 with me. I play for maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. I don't remember how long. So at the end of the sessions, I'm switching from high limit room to general room, the Lotus room over there. And, I lose. I'm done. And usually when I lose, I'm a little upset. I really don't have an appetite to go eat. I don't want to go and eat free food. I get these free food offers all the time. For whatever reason, I don't even know why. I'm walking out of the casino. I'm on my way to my car, and I'm upset that I lost $1,500. As soon as I'm getting to the parking lot, I stop myself. For whatever reason, I go, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go and eat the free buffet because I have a free buffet. They took $1,500 from me. I'm going to take advantage of the free buffet today. Very rare. I just leave. Like I said, I don't eat. I don't stick around and eat. So I decide to go to the buffet. I go to the buffet. I'm getting my food. I haven't sat down yet. The hostess points, to the table where I'm going to be sitting. Then you go into the buffet and you start, getting your food. I'm about to load my food. I load some potatoes, some meat. And then there's these screens that they have. I don't really pay attention to these screens, but it's the drawings that these casinos have, and they flash your name. If your name comes up, you win something, right? I'm getting my food, and all of a sudden, I look at the screen. And that kind of looks like my name. I go closer, and I can't believe my eyes. My name is called, and there's a timer, 10 minutes. And it's at like 4 minutes and counting down to 0. If I don't make it to wherever I have to make it to, I lose whatever I'm supposed to win. Anyway, my name is called. And my name never gets called. But for whatever reason, my name is called. And I see my name on there. It says Vahagen, go. 4 minutes and counting. I drop my food. I tell the waitress, look, I'll be back, but my name is called. I'm going to go see what I want. I have no idea what's going on at the casino. I have no idea what I want. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I run. I get out of that buffet. If you've been to the Yamava, the buffet and then the exit, and then there's this bar right in the center of the casino there in the first floor. It's called Bar. It's really close to the buffet. And it's bar. You have 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm running to the bar. I get there. I go, hey, it's me, hey, it's me. And I got like 2 minutes left on the clock. What did I win? What did I win? You know? Well, you won a chance to win free play. It's this big ass wheel they have with a gazillion slots. Okay, think about the big spin. You know, remember the big spin in California where they would spin the wheel? And the slots, like free play, there was a lot of $250 slots. The most was $250. There was some $500, very few $1,000, like two $5,000 slots, and then there was this one big white jackpot slot. You got to spin the wheel, and whatever you get, it's free play. So I spin the wheel. I get $250 free play. I'm like, damn. Still upset that I lost, and my luck that I had to get the bottom of the barrel slot. And mind you, this wheel has many slots. I think if I were to count the slots, there's probably over 100 slots all around the wheel. Okay, very thin markers. And I happened to land on the common one, $250. I'm like, oh man. I guess that's my luck, you know. So the guy's like, hey man, keep your head up. Your name might be called again. I was like, really? Yeah. All right. My name never gets called. It's going to call again. It's going to be called again twice in one day. Yeah, right. So I continue my food, you know, my eat at the buffet. I finish my buffet, and because he tells me, you know, wait 10, 15 minutes, your free play will be loaded on your card. So I continue. I go to the buffet, finish eating, go to the loaders room, the high limit room there, with $250, put in my card. Sure enough, $250 was loaded in my card. And play that. And I go, I got nothing to lose here, man. I'm just going $10 spins, 25 spins at $10 on Dragon Link, 10-cent denom, $10 bet, the second marker, the second button on the 10-cent denom. Yeah, what happens? I get one bonus, $100 bonus. Then I lose everything. I lose the whole $250 free play. So I'm about to leave. All of a sudden, I see my name being called again. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. My name is flashing on the screen again. You have 10 minutes to get to the bar. I run from the Lotus room to the bar. There's about 70 to 80 people. The bar is packed. I go, hey, I'm back. You called my name again. You were right. Mind you, this is a big casino, and having your name called once is unbelievable. But twice in one day, crazy. He's like, I told you your name will be called. You know, just keep your head up. I was like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, all right, man. This time, give me something better than $250, right? I go, by the way, what's the jackpot? Like, I'm just asking him, like, what do you get? The jackpot is currently at $15,000, he tells me. $15,000 what? Cash or? No, $15,000 free play. Or was it 14? 14 or 15,000. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. Come on, anything but $250 here, guys. Please. You know, I'm thinking to myself. And I go up to the big spin there. I spin that thing as hard as I can. I mean, I just yank it down. The whole thing starts shaking. I'm not even looking at the slot on top, you know, the little flapper. All of a sudden, this guy's getting excited. Oh, whoa, whoa. And everybody in the bar is screaming, is anticipation. I look up, dumb. It hits the jackpot, and it's a little flipper. I don't know how to explain it, but here's the slot and the flipper, right? So the flipper hits the jackpot, and it's about to go on the $250 free play. But for some miracle, it just sticks right on there, and it doesn't go to the $250. I hit the jackpot. Now, keep in mind, there's only one slot out of hundreds of little slots. I hit the jackpot. Everybody screams. Everybody's giving me high fives. I'm shocked. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like there was, like I said, there was like 60, 70 people. The bar was full. And like I'm the guy that was wearing the Golden Knights sweatshirt there. So if there's 70 people there. If you were there watching this video, there are 70 witnesses that this has actually happened. Okay, I'm like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm so excited. I never won anything like this free in my life, let alone getting my name called. So it turns out every time nobody hits a jackpot, it goes up $1,000. So there was 3 other names that were called from my first time I span. It was 11,000, and now it went up to 14,000. I hit $14,000 in free play. Lady tells me, congratulations. Wait 15 to 20 minutes for us to load the free play. All right. Man, I take a deep breath, go out, have a cigarette, waiting for the 20 minutes to go by. And I'm nervous. I'm sweating. I'm shaking. Like, this is unbelievable. This is crazy. So my next thoughts were, what do I do with this? I got to strategize how I play this. I'm a gambler, guys. I'm not going to play 1,000 this night, come back, play 2,000 that night, wait, because you have 30 days to play it. So I decide to strategize. The whole 14,000 is going to be played right when I get back to the Lotus room, the high limit room over there. So I strategize. How am I going to play this? What's my denom going to be? What am I spinning here? So I've never had that much free play in my life, right? First of all, I get to the high limit room. I stick my card in the machine. $14,000 of free play. Like, I can't believe my eyes. This is crazy. Okay, I got to think smart here. I got to play this thing smart. Can't be stupid. But never won that much free play in my life. There's a limit to how much you could put in the machine at a time of free play. It said $1,500. It says $1 to $1,500. So I would put $1,500 at a time. Play that, then put the next $1,500, maybe change machines, put the next $1,500. So I strategize. I go, okay, I'm playing $25 spins, sometimes $12.50, sometimes $50 spins. This is free play. Fate, the gambling gods, gave me this money, got nothing to lose at this point. An hour ago, I was down on myself, going home, and this miracle somehow happened to me. So, man, I start spinning. The first machine I hit is the Tiki Fire. Tiki Fire, I like that game. $12.50 spins, maybe 25 at $1. $12.50 spins, 10-cent denom, $10 bets, $25 bets. Then I changed machines, Dragon Link. So in the course of about, I want to say, probably an hour and a half, I go through $14,000 of free play. I hit 4 hand pays in different machines, from the Tiki Fire to the Heartthrob to the Dragon Link machines there in the Lotus room, switching machines. I even went to the general room and played $1,500 there, betting big. That didn't net me that much. Okay. But out of the course of this combination of play, I hit 4 hand pays, and the rest were tickets. So my strategy was to accumulate, if I wasn't going to hit a hand pay, to play that $1,500 down until the credits accumulated into the machine. And then once my free play is done, I wouldn't continue playing on the real play that accumulated, the credits that accumulated in the machine. You hit line hits, you hit different things, you hit bonuses that are not hand pays. They all accumulate in the machine, credits. So once the $1,500 free play was done on one session, I would cash out. I had tickets $800, $700, $1,400, $1,500, and 4 hand pays. The highest hand pay was $2,500. I got one that was 1,300, one that was 1,500, and the other one I don't remember, maybe 1,600. 4 hand pays and the rest were tickets. At the end of the 1 hour and a half, at the end of $14,000 of free play in different machines, inserting 1,500 at a time. I even inserted, I think, 3,000 in the $1 million machine too. I don't remember. Out of all those combinations of play, an hour and a half, after going through $14,000 of free play, I had a handful of tickets and 4 hand pays. My wallet was getting thick and heavy. I go to the cage, give them all my tickets, my cash out tickets. They calculate everything, give me all the cash. I go to the restroom. I take the hand pay cash out of my wallet. I combine all the tickets that I just changed for cash at the cage, and I'm sitting there in the restroom in the private stall counting. I turned my $14,000 free play into $15,000 cash at the end of the night. I was like, woo, this is crazy. If I tell this story to anybody, they would not believe it. I'm getting my name called twice, getting my money back, down $1,500, going home almost to my car, deciding that I'm going to go eat, a rare occurrence for me to eat at that buffet. I could have missed my name. If I didn't look up, and see kind of what because the screen was far away from the food. If I didn't see my name, I would have missed that whole thing. I would have ate, I would have went home, and it would have been another losing session at Yamava. But it turned out to be a miracle. Got my money back plus 13.5 up on top. I will never forget this day for as long as that I live. This was crazy. This was nuts. I'll never forget it. A miracle. It's crazy. Like, I couldn't believe it. On the way home, I was like smiling, happy, and just thinking about the moments. Had I documented this thing, it would have gone viral. This video would have been the best gambling video, the most impressive gambling video that people have ever seen. But I wasn't into recording, and But if it was on video, it would have been incredible. Incredible night, one night that I'll never forget, and one for the history books. This is something that I experienced. It doesn't happen all the time. In fact, after that February 14th hit a couple of years back, my name has never been called. I cannot duplicate that again. I was so excited about that first hit. I wanted to know the name of the game. So it turns out they have that every week. I think it was Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays of every week that month, only 4 times. So I went back each week trying to get my name called again, because you never know, right? Yeah, wishful thinking. But I went back and I was there hanging out, playing, and waiting for my name to be called again. Never happened, but that's a feel-good story for the history books. One I thought I would share here on Storytime slots. And hey, you don't always lose. Most of the time you lose, but sometimes miracles like this happen, where I won $15,000 out of nowhere. Pure luck. Yes, I strategized a little bit. I didn't go too crazy on those big machines. Some people would be like, hey, it's $15,000. I'm going to start betting $100 spins. Could I have won more? You never know. I heard stories where people had won $50,000 free play, and they barely cracked like $10,000. A friend of mine told me a story where his friend won $100,000 of free play. He barely cashed in $8,000. So for me to actually change the free play into real money and a $1,000 on top of that, he told me that night. I called him in the car and I told him what had happened. He's like, you actually did really good by flipping that free play into real cash. You actually did really good. So had I bet big, I don't know, would I have won? For my play at that time, for me, that was big. 25 to 12.50 average spins, $10 to 12.50, $25 spins. For me, that was above average play. I mean, think about it. Going through 14,000 free play in 1 hour. How does that happen? Again, mind you, I'm not playing my real money. As soon as that free play is done, I'm cashing the ticket out. So it doesn't take that long for you to play $1,500 betting $25 spins. You can be done in a matter of 10 minutes, maybe even less. A miracle at Yamava. All right, guys, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next video. This is Storytime Slots. What's your story? We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Rock and roll.